Oh, that sun's bright. Oh, that sun is bright. Good morning. Morning, good morning. Camille, good morning. Heroes of the Road, good morning. Tolga, good morning. Oi. Sorry, I got a couple of guys back there hitting it with the whippersnippers, so. Happy Canada Day. Yeah, well, I wish it was for me. I'm sitting in New York, and the truck is at Tracy Rhodes. She threw a shit ton of codes this morning, so it's in right now. They've just got it plugged in, or they just plugged it in, and I guess they're diagnosing, right? Is what they do. So I should be getting something any minute now. Sorry about that sun. Here, I'll go this way. I should be getting something any minute now with, we found out what your $1 million problem is, sir. My name is Nobody. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. I'm just killing time, man. Guys, I'm just killing time. I don't go live at 8:30 in the morning ever, really. But I got the first rounder done today, and got empty and got pulling out of plant. Got pulling out of the plant. I didn't make it 5 miles out of the plant. Check engine light come on. The other check engine light came on. Got the warnings, and she derated immediately, like right away. There was no messing around, no waiting around. The truck didn't decide to, maybe I will, maybe. It just started derating, and luckily for me, I only had to go, I would say probably about 40, not even 40 miles, say about 30, 35 miles to get to Tracy Rhodes, which is where I'm at. I'm in Watertown, New York. So it's at Tracy Rhodes getting fixed, or at least getting diagnosed, right? Here's Dar. Good morning, baby. Dar is always the first one, right? First thing when the dashboard lights up. Now, don't get me wrong, we've been doing this a long time, so it's not like she loses her shit or nothing, but the dashboard lights up with check engine lights, and I'm in the US, and the first thing I say to her, I say, okay, baby, get some money ready in the accounts, because this is going on and it's got to go into Freightliner. All I get back is, Jesus Christ. Like the timing just couldn't be worse, The timing just couldn't be worse. So what can you do? What can you do? I don't make up the time. I don't make up the timeline here. Riding on Ruby. Good morning. Mine did. That was the DEF system all screwed. My truck doesn't give me the exact code, but I can go into the computer and it'll give you a quick little jaunt, like a little and it said computer has detected electrical malfunction with the engine. So that could be one of a million fucking things, right? That could be one of a million goddamn things. You just don't know what that is. But it came up under the category for ECU. So like I said, you plug it in and they're going to have to tell you what the problem is. I don't have a goddamn clue. So it's such a depressing thought that I went back to bed and I was laying there until I needed to move the girls. Unfortunately, we can't do drive live because of the same reason. But when I saw the stream notification, I thought for a second it was no drive live. Nope, sorry. I'd like to. I'd love to be able to. I'll run around the parking lot and pretend if you want, but no. Don't me running. Me running, trust me, I don't run. If you ever see me running, don't ask. what it is. Just run in the same direction because something really bad's coming. There's a breeze here, so I don't know how that's playing with the microphone. Like I've got I don't know, it's a couple of mile an hour breeze. If you guys, I'm not sure how bad that's coming through on the microphone. I'm just holding the phone. I don't have my headset. I don't have my apparatus. I don't have nothing. I'm just standing out in the middle of the parking lot, right? Getting dizzy. So I can't tell you what the sound sounds like. So, and I keep going in and out, in and out. Sorry, guys. So this is amateur hour here. Amateur hour here. This is like waiting for the kettle to boil. Sorry again, the sun. This is waiting for the kettle to boil. You know, you sit there and you keep going, looking over. Anything? No. Anything? No. Anything? No. Son of a bitch. Kick the like button, everyone. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Sound is good, thanks. Hi, Brian. I'm in a shopping center. Funny enough, Jim, so am I, kind of. They got a whole bunch of new equipment lined up over. This place here is actually a Freightliner and a Western Star, but I don't think it's a dealership. I don't think they actually sell trucks. But what they do sell is New Holland construction equipment and Hitachi construction equipment. Like, I don't know, way over there you can see, like, those are all right there. And over there, those are all backhoes and big construction equipment, shit like that. I don't think they actually sell trucks here, but they are a Freightliner and Western Star service center, so it's convenient. And I've had, like I said, I've had good luck here before. I've been here before. I've had what did I have here before? I had the very first time I had the outlet knock sensor went. I was here. They took care of it, got me in and out in under about 2 hours. I'm impressed with this place. That's why I brought it here. But from the time I got here to the time they took it in the bay was about 25 minutes. Right, no problem. And they've got a stack of work orders on the service counter desk. They got a stack. Like, this place is busy as hell, and they brought it right in. They seem to be taking really good care of me here. Now, mind you, it's probably the same as most other places. Matter of fact, I think this place here, it's called Express Assessment or something. So they got 2 hours, regardless of how busy they are. They got 2 hours to get you in, get it diagnosed, check for parts availability, and that kind of shit. And then once they know what the problem is, then they'll say, okay, we can fix this next Wednesday, next Thursday. So right now, so far, we're batting 1,000 with, got it here and got it in. Let's find out what the problem is, and then go from there. I wish they had some new trucks. I'd like to walk around. Not that I'm going to buy one, obviously, but I'd like to just walk around and check out the new, the 24 models of the Western Cascadia and the new Freightliners. I'm just walking around the corner here to see what they do have. More construction equipment. I've driven most of this stuff. These big backhoes. I've loaded most of this stuff. Done oversized with it. Oh, they got a bunch of big generators. A couple of great big shredders. That's some pretty cool shit in here. It would be, if you had the time and you had all the keys to all this stuff, I'd love to just jump on some of this stuff and play with it, Like I said, the timing's perfect, eh? We just spent a boatload of money, with the house and other stuff and a couple other minor things. And then the truck was in the shop last week. There was $1,000, you know. Timing is everything in life. And I guess, you know, it's my time. It's my time. Good luck with that, dude, when they go full D rate that fast. No, you're right. You're right. But usually, Rob, when they go full D rate like that, you usually get the stop engine lamp, right? All I got was the two yellows, the check engine and the secondary check engine light. I got both of those, and then she derated. Usually, when it's that serious like that, you get the red, you know, and the stop engine, and I didn't get that. But by the time I got here, and I'm pulling an empty wagon, right? So by the time I got here, she was running about 50. Best she'd do is about 50 mile an hour. And if there was a hill, anything steeper than, say, your driveway, she'd have been a bitch to get up it. And so that tells me, to me, that's a hard D rate, you know, especially from the plant to here. Like I said, it's 35 miles. So you derate that hard in 35 miles for an electrical issue. I don't know. Electrical issues are never good in my book. At least in my opinion, they're never good. Because you could chase an electrical issue for 14 hours and not find it. If you got a good tech or a good mechanic, most of the time they can figure it out, or they can take what the computer tells them, what direction to go, and then go down that rabbit hole of whatever the computer tells them, and they'll diagnose it and figure it out. Again, I'm standing here. Let's go play with these. I'm standing here with these things. These aren't big ones by any means. These aren't small, but they're not like big monstrous. This would still be an oversized. To put this on a trailer would be oversized. That would be an oversized. That one there would be an oversized to put those on a trailer, but this kind of stuff is fun to do. If you've never done heavy haul or done oversize or anything like that, this kind of stuff is fun to do. Pays pretty good, but it's just fun to do. The challenge, driving, the escorts, sometimes police escorts with your escorts. You never have an escort girl with your escort while you have a police escort, though. Okay, make sure you get rid of the girl escort before you get the police escort. I don't know that for true. I'm just some old timer told me one time. These things haven't changed a lot. Like I'm looking at the controls in here. These things really have not changed a lot in probably 20 years. 2 sticks, 4 pedals, same thing. Good morning, Patrick. Good to see you, man. All right, I'm out because listening to this makes me want to puke, throw up. Worst timing ever. Well, sorry, babe. I say I'm sorry like it's my fault, but it's not my fault. I should have gone into politics. Less shit to break. More stress, but less shit to break. Boy, like I said, the waiting is the worst part. And this place actually doesn't have a waiting room. Like there's no, like in most places you got a driver's lounge or something, right? This place doesn't even have that. There's nothing. You know, you can go stand around. They got a little area there where you can go buy shit, and I should actually go price out a new seat while I'm here. You should get a code reader like the OTR. You know what, Rob? You're right. I keep thinking to myself, yeah, I should get one, but then something, I procrastinate and then I forget, and then, but I'll be honest with you, with this truck, it's a 2020. I've had it 3.5 years. And dude, I've not had any issues with it. right? I've really not had any issues with it. I've had to replace, like now I've had to, I can tell you right off, since the whole time I've owned this truck, I've had to replace 2 NOx sensors, a DEF pump, a water pump. What else? Like, that's it. Now, when you think about that and take the big picture and the big scope of things, that's that's really not a lot, man. And all of that, with the exception of the last NOx sensor that I put in last week, um, it was all under warranty. So I'm not out of pocket. And even better than that, with the exception of one of those times, the water pump, because I was in Michigan, just outside of Detroit, I've got no downtime. I have not lost a minute of time working. This counts as time lost because I won't get my second load done. So, the water pump cost me a day. But other than that, I've lost, actually, sorry, no, that's a lie, because the NOx sensor last week, I had to take Monday off. But I was able to make that up on Saturday. So I lost the day because of it, but I was able to make it up on Saturday. So really, in 3.5 years, I've lost maybe 2 days, let's say 3 days worth of work in 3.5 years. It's like, hey, those are pretty good, those are pretty good odds there. But you are right, Rob. I kind of sit there now thinking, okay, I think it's like, I don't know how much it is. I can't remember. I think it's like $600. I think it's like $600. The other thing I have with my truck, though, and it came as part of the package, is my truck has the satellite link. Like, this dealership has it. Most of the U.S. dealerships have it. The Freightliner in Belleville in Canada, they've got it. So so let's just say I was nowhere near this place. I was like 500 miles away, and I got a check engine light. I can call this place, give them the last 6 of my VIN, and they can go into my computer while the truck is driving, and they can read the code, tell me what it is, and say to me, yes or no, keep driving, or no, you got to get it off the road, or whatever like that. I used it last week with that NOx sensor. And I actually called this place here where I'm at, and they said, no, it shows that it's an inlet NOx sensor, blah, blah, blah. It hasn't derated you. How far do you got to go to get to your dealership? I said, about 125 miles. The guy said, go, run it, go for it. You're good. And that's really handy to have. It is handy to have. And I didn't pay for that. So that's not a bad deal. It came with the truck. It'll pay for itself, especially now. Well, you know what, Rob? You're probably right. You're probably right. The big question or the big decision I've got to make coming up before the end of this year is to sell it or not, right? Will I be keeping this truck by the end of come the end of this year? I'm not 100% sure. It'll be, by the time the end of the year comes, it'll be 4 years old. It's out of warranty. It's also, this is about the time with every other truck that we've had. And funny enough, Dara and I were talking about it yesterday. It's like, this is about that time where, they're 4 years old. They get the 4-year level. They hit, it's just coming up on 600,000 miles. This is when they start nickel and diming you, and then, you start getting into some bigger stuff. So, this truck might be on its way out. If I can get the right price for it and the right buyer for it. Stuart, the fuel tanks are an unsolved issue. I gave up. I just gave up, dude. I have not bothered trying to fix it anymore. I've not taken it to any more dealerships. I've not talked to anybody else. It is an issue that is it's a dead issue. You know what? For the job that I'm doing, the contract I'm doing right now, I don't need the tanks to be working properly. I can do what I got to do and have plenty of fuel left over, even with the tanks unbalanced and I'm running on the one tank there. So I only do 440 miles a day, if that. So I just finally gave up. I've done everything. right? As of like a month ago, we had the tanks, you know, the tanks taken off. There was a hole, patched, this, that, other problem. Nothing's working. Nothing's working. So, Stu, it's one of those that I throw my hands up and, you know, when the truck comes up for sale, don't none of you guys buy it, because it's going, when the truck goes, it's going with the fuel tank issue. So I'm not fixing that. If these guys here at Tracy Roads and the Freightliner in Mississauga, the Freightliner in Belleville, the Freightliner in Brockville, our shop at where I'm leased on at, and ET Transport shop, if none of those guys can figure it out, it's not getting figured out. I don't care who you are or what you're saying, it ain't getting figured out. So 2-4, what's going on, boy? I'm just standing here watching traffic go by and waiting for, I can see my truck. I got myself angled here so I can see into the bay. So my truck's in the last bay there with the door closed, but at least standing here I can see he's still standing there with the computer. It's never a good thing, man, when he's standing there at the computer and he's been at that computer for 20 minutes. Uh-oh. I'm done with Bitonomics. Relos just went up to 150 a pack. That's more than the stuff you put in it. I don't even know what a Rillo is. What is a Rillo? Is that like South Texan fucking gibberish? I don't have a clue what that is. Good to see you though, 2-4. Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for popping in. I wasn't gonna go live. I just needed something to do to occupy stop the squirrels from running around. Right? Truck's in the shop, so while it's in there and they're trying to figure out what's wrong with it, I figured I'd just do this. Fun fact, Bitonomics is actually an economy term since a few days, and already got in some Academy books for the future generations. I really don't want to know that. Sell it to Best, only the lonely, you know what? He'd buy it. Other than the fuel tanks, like the truck is a gem. Like it still runs, even pulling the heavy haul. Like I'm like the load I took down this morning, grossed out truck, trailer, and the load, I was 102,000, and I'm still running at 7.5 to 7.7 miles per gallon, right? Pulling heavy haul. So when I'm on the open board, this is an 8.5 mile per gallon truck all day long. So Best just bought, what did he buy? He bought a 2014 Pete, what is it, 386? 386? I wish he hadn't bought that, man. I bid him the best of luck with that ISX engine. That 2014 model, the 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 ISXs were boat anchors. I'd rather have you'll never hear me say this, but I would rather have a PACCAR. I would rather be driving a fucking PACCAR than have one of those ISX. I've had two of them, so I know. I had nothing but problems with both of them. Great engines when they work. Keeping them healthy is just ridiculous. So I bid James the best of luck with that, man. I really do. I hope that works out for him. That 386 Pete, like I had a 386 Pete. They're nice trucks. They're comfortable. They don't have all the flash and all the, like the 379 and all that, but they're good looking trucks. They're a little more aerodynamic. You get better fuel mileage out of it, but yeah, it's the engine that's in it. It's the engine that's in it. My buddy had a Western Star. He spent 30 grand on DEF system. Then he sold it. But now the problem is the used truck market is flooded and the prices are dropping. That's the problem I've got, Rob. That's the problem I've got. That truck, for the age and whatnot, the miles are still fairly low. It's like I said, I'm not even at 600,000 miles on the thing. So it's got low mileage. It's got an EPU on it. It's got the owner-operator package in it. It doesn't have the top-of-the-line Freightliner package, but it's not the base model either. It's just in between there. So it's a good truck. It's spec'd well. It runs good. But the price market on these trucks is like, you can pick up my truck right now out of an auction, 30 grand. 30 grand. Like, that's ridiculous for 30,000 bucks. Prices dropped so quickly in the last, year? Like, we watched them slowly start to drop, and then I think, about 6 months ago, they just bottomed out. What's crapping? Well, TJ, we're sitting here waiting for the truck to figure. It's in the shop. We're waiting to get the call to see what they found wrong with it. The check engine lights came on, and she derated me, and I was able to get it to the dealership here in Watertown, New York. So, you do what you got to do. So I'm standing out in the parking lot because there's no. I think that's their waiting room right there. See the picnic table? There's a picnic table like right there. So I think that's their waiting room. So, but it's with the breeze, it's too cold to sit in the waiting room with the sitting in the shade. My buddy sold his 2020 Peterbilt 579 with PACCAR for 670,000 miles for 55,000. I called BS till he showed me the cashier's check. Well, he came out of that all right. He came out of that all right, dude. I'm telling you right now, I won't get anything close to that for that. I've been looking on all the, like, even on Marketplace, Kijiji, the auctions, Auto Trader. That's a $30,000 truck all day long. That's all she's worth. 30 grand, man. So what can you do? I can sit on it and keep running it, and hope it stays healthy. Okay, I can do that, or I can bail out of it. But if I bail out of it, I better have a backup plan, which we do. It's just not the right time now. Like, I can't sell it right this minute because my future plans are not in place yet for what I want to do. Timing, like I said earlier, timing is everything, and right now timing is bad. Put it this way, it's so bad that Dar bailed out of the chat. She's so pissed. She's so pissed off. Dealers are selling the new SUVs with similar prices nowadays. No shit. You can buy a used 1-year-old used SUV for almost the same price as a new SUV. Whatever happened to driving it off the lot and you lose 30% or 40% of the retail value right off the top? I gotta say, it was immaculate inside and out. Yeah, I'm sure it was. The inside of my truck is immaculate, right? It's phenomenal. Like, you get in the truck, with the exception of the driver's seat, which I've destroyed. But like, you could eat off the floors. It gets, the floors get, like, the between the seats and the front where your feet are, the footwells, they get swept out, vacuumed, and then armor-alled every day or every second day. And it gets vacuumed. The back, I've got a full carpet package in the back. So the back gets vacuumed every single day. And then I use the Armor All on the terry cloth, and I do the walls because I smoke, right? I smoke cigars in it, so the walls, all the cabinets, everything gets done at least a couple of times a week doing that. So the inside is immaculate. The outside, hey, it's a truck, it's got some stone chips. I've taken some stone chips from other vehicles. There's no dents or bangs or crashes. I've never hit anything with it. I've never crunched anything with it. I've got 2 little marks on the top of the fairing, and this was a bad call on my part. A few months back, I took it into a wash bay, and the wash bay said 13.8, right, on the door. It said 13.8, and I'm like, okay, well, this is only 13.6, and I don't have stacks. I got a grass burner. So I went to pull it in, and along the fucking top of it, what they had done is they just repaved that whole area, and they'd brought it up 3 inches, right? So they hadn't had, I guess nobody thought to adjust the sign or say something. So I ended up with 2 marks, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side, of scraping the top of going into the bay door by the bay door. But those are just quick. Those are easy cosmetic fixes, right? We didn't break the fiberglass. We didn't crack nothing. You know, it's just still watertight. It's just got some scratches on it, which drives me absolutely batshit crazy. I don't know about you, but if I see, hold on, let this breeze die. When I look at my truck and I see scratches or dings, it angers me, right? It absolutely angers me. So that's just the way I am. Buck Brown, okay, I'm here. Where? I don't see you, Buck. You should, you know, if you were a really good friend, you'd be sitting here with me. Guess that's what I get, eh? This is the cycle to save your assets, or you should add more if you can. I know that is it's a general rule, but this is way more important now than anything. I agree with you. I agree with you. Start stockpiling your money. And if you can't stockpile your money, start buying gold and silver. Stay the fuck away from crypto. This recession cycle can be different country by country, but it's going to take max 3 years like this. I don't doubt it. I don't know if it's going to be another 3 years. North America, most recessions, right? We had the one in 2008. That was 2 years. The one in 2015, that was just under 3. I don't think we've gone a recession in North America that I've seen yet. So there's 8. We were in business through 2008. We were in business in 2015 and 2018. There was a small little boop, boop, and then the bullshit we're going through now. So I don't know. It could be, Tolga, you could be right, but I hope you're not. Let me put it that way. Governments will print money and going to open the credit faucets again, as always, because they don't know any other way to keep the economy alive. Well, our government's already done that. Trudeau's sitting in the basement of 24 Sussex Place, which is his residence, like the White House, and he's sitting down there cranking that money. He's just cranking out bills fast as his little arm can turn. T-Bone, what's going on, man? Hashtag chickens for dar. She's not here. She already left. She's so angry the truck's in the shop. Hashtag kitchens for bar. Whoops. Yeah, okay. If we was good friends, we'd all be in Reno right now. I can't be in Reno right now. My truck's in the shop. I don't know about you. You want to swing on by and grab me, buddy? I'll jump in the truck and we can team that truck of yours all the way down to Reno. Today is Sterling's big day. Congratulations to both him and Red Lady. They are getting married. Well, they're 3 hours behind us, so it's only 6 o'clock in the morning there. I would imagine, Snorlord is down there at the wedding for the wedding. Shannon Thomas is down there for the wedding. They've got probably all the people are coming in for the wedding. So I would imagine they probably had a pretty good how to do last night, partied it up, had a good time. And so they're probably going to sleep most of that off today and then get up and get married and get hitched. Ryan, yeah. If the mechanic walks out right now and on his name tag it says Reno, I'll get in him. Give me a good price, fix that truck, and get me out of here. I'll get in you. Well, we'd all be in. All of us can get into Reno. Well, I think this one's dead. No, still got a life. Look at this. You don't see this very often. This is a sign of a really well-run and a shop that takes pride in itself. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but under that first door there, the door, this one here, the door is just open about 2 feet. And there's a guy behind the door and he's mopping the floor. He's actually mopping the floor. I like to see that. I like to see that. And whenever I go to a shop, first thing I do is I look around outside all the bay doors. I look for cigarette butts, right? And there's none here. And that's one thing I always look for. I look for cigarette butts, and then I look for coffee cups and trash around their toolboxes, right? That tells me a lot about the people that are working there and about the people that are about to work on my truck, right? If you don't have enough pride to keep your work area clean, or where you're working, and you don't have the pride to take care of it, do I really want you? Do I really trust you that you're going to give your 100% and do a good job working on my truck? I don't know. It's one of those calls, right? Congrats. Congrats to y'all. Just don't take marriage advice from Wheelburner Express. Only take it from Dar. The only marriage advice that I could possibly give is that marriage is a fine institution for which there is no parole. If you can remember that, you'll work your way through the rest of it. Now all the shop needs is hashtag chickens for Dar. Yeah, well, this is getting a little carried away because now I was in somebody else's chat yesterday, and it was somebody I didn't even know. Like it was a girl, and I didn't even know. And Wheelburner, hi Wheelburner. I just went in and said, hey, how's it going? Hey, Wheelburner, hashtag chickens for Dar. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? I don't even know who that person is. This is getting carried away. It's got a life of its own, for Christ's sake. I'm going to start another channel. That's going to be the channel. Hashtag chickens for Dar. Although T-Bone was live yesterday. I didn't get to see a whole lot of it because I was in bed. But he was live yesterday taking a walk through his chicken coops and everything. That was pretty cool. It reaffirms the fact that I don't want chickens. That's the good thing about cigars, eh? You can throw them on the ground as long as you break them all up like that. You break them, they're biodegradable. I'm sending them home. Morning, old man in chat. Morning, dog. Hot damn, paying off in better interest, better than I expected. Paying off in interest better than I expected. What on God's green earth are you talking about, boy? If you're making so much on interest and you're doing so well, come on up here and pay the shop bill I'm about to get. I won't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna tell him here, give the bill to guard dog. He's got it covered. Why are you at the garage? Well, Aladdin, I got the first load done this morning in New York. I pulled out. I made it about 4 or 5 miles outside the plant, and I got both check engine lights, and she derated. She derated right away, and I was able to limp it up to. Well, Rick, you probably know where I am, right? The Tracy Roads on 81 in Watertown. So I was able to limp it up here, and they've got it in there right now doing the diagnostic and all that kind of shit. So that's what I'm doing at the shop. And I'm only going live. I'm not doing this for you guys. I'm doing this just to keep my brain from letting the squirrels, go crazy inside my head. Got to keep your eye on those squirrels, man. I'm telling you. It was telling me. No, it's an electrical issue, James. It's well, that's what the computer said, because it didn't give me the code, right? But it gave me the little. You can go into the computer, and it came up under the subtitle for ECU, and then it said computer has detected electrical issue with the engine. So that's all it tells you, right? That's all. Well, at least that's all it tells me. So I don't know. I don't know, an electrical issue, you guys know as well as I do, you know, that could be anything. There's 7,000 things that an electrical issue could be. There's probably 200,000 miles of wire inside that truck. So what can you do? But when she derated, I was a little concerned that it derated me like right away. Like I made it out of the plant. I was going up the one of the backcountry roads there, trying to work my way back out to 81, and she derated right away. I knew as soon as I hit the first hill, and I had an empty trailer, as soon as I hit the first hill, and she wouldn't go up the hill. She was dropping, you know, I was 30 mile an hour going up the bloody hill with an empty trailer. And this wasn't even a hill. This was just you know, just a slight incline. And then by the time I got it up here, it had derated me down to 50 mile an hour as fast as it would go. And if I had to pull a hill any bigger than your driveway, it wouldn't have gone up the hill. So I didn't get the stop engine light, the red one though. So I don't know. Maybe it would have come on if I'd have just said fuck it and kept driving. But pulling the super heavy loads takes a toll on those trucks if they're not spec'd for their job. Yeah, they do. They do if you're pulling like super heavy. But you know, the average, you know, a normal load is 80,000, right? I'm pulling anywhere from 95 to 100, right? That's truck, trailer, and load. Like I'm talking gross weight, right? Maxed out weight. So 100,000, and I'm only going one way. I'm empty going back. So the wear and tear on the truck is really not that bad, right? The truck can handle this. Like before I did this, way back when I first started this, before I did this, I checked with Freightliner, right? Matter of fact, I checked with these guys here at Tracy Roads, and then I checked with the Freightliner in Belleville. Told them exactly what I was going to be doing, and both places went, no, don't worry about it. That truck's built. It can easily handle that. That's not a problem. Electrical, man, that fucking sucks ball big time. More than Debbie in Dallas. I concur. Just our luck, and I'm not going to bash the fact that one of our trucks is not feeling well. Yeah, well, you know what, Buck? It's a truck. You know what, Buck? It's a truck. You know, they don't last forever. They're mechanical. They're machines. And they break. You know, this is you know as well as I do, Buck, and same with Guard Dog and anybody else that's been an owner-operator for a long time. It's not a matter of if your truck is going to break. It's a matter of when. You know, it's just right now it's just bad timing, but it doesn't really matter. You know, it's always bad timing when your truck breaks. So there's nothing you can do, man. It's part of the business. It's the price you pay for doing business, right? The vibrator was just pulling too much power. Yeah. I got one of those Super Max butt plugs, right? I was pulled out of the plant. I threw the switch on the butt plug. It was vibrating. Threw too much of a jolt through the system. Truck didn't know what to do. Shit the bed. What can you do? 50 mile an hour. Are you sure that your old man driving style was not just kicking in? No. When I was on, I can't really do much more than 50 or 45, 50 on the back country roads. But once I got out to 81, I came down the ramp. And by the time I hit the end of the ramp, I was 50 mile an hour with my foot to the floor. Right, that's as fast as it was going to go. She wasn't giving me another. And if I probably had a headwind, I'd have been down about 40. So, Ryan Davis, you beat me to that one. Yeah, thanks, boys. I knew you have a butt plug called that a long time ago. I never denied it. Who says I got just one, John? You know, you got to have one for your passenger. Oh, by the way, what are you doing next week? I'll be down to pick you up. How's your beard coming in, Johnny? You growing it back, or are you keeping it shaved? Mine's not doing too bad. We got just over a week on this. Just over a week. Not too bad at all. Sides aren't coming in as fast as I like, but it's not bad. Yours is coming in. So you're going to grow it back, right? Most everybody I know is. Like Nerd, he's growing his back. I'm growing mine. Sterling will probably grow his in after Red Lady takes possession of him. You're gonna grow yours. Mine went through the itchy stage a couple of days ago. I'm out of it now. But my itchy stage is like right in here on both sides of the jawline. Oh, for 2 days I was just like, ew, ripping my goddamn face apart. It's okay now. And I found that when you take a shower, wash your hair. Oh, I don't have any hair, but I use Head and Shoulders on my beard, and then I use like a conditioner, which makes it soft, so you don't get the prickle. You don't get the itchiness. So that's just what I do. It seemed to work. Sterling shaved his head too. Wow. Yeah. And he did what was that dance he did? I can't believe he did that. I can still see it. I'll never be able to unsee that for the rest of my life. That was horrible having to look at that. Funny as shit, but horrible. Man, I'm a trucker for 30 plus years. I've had a beard and I will have one. Yeah, I'm same way. In mine and Dar's relationship, she's only seen me without a beard twice. Last year at the beard shave. No, 3 times. Last year at the beard shave, this year at the beard shave, and then years and years and years ago, I got stupid one time and I shaved it all. Face, mustache, everything, and I thought she was going to cry. Matter of fact, I think she probably did cry. She was so upset. So I've never done it. Now I do it for charity, but at least I leave the mustache on, right? The Truffle Shuffle. Thank you, Kamale. The Truffle Shuffle. We can put that to bed. We don't need to see the Truffle Shuffle again anytime soon. That can stay where it is. Keeping my mohawk until the weekend, then getting it cut down into a flat top. Atta boy. I gotta hand it to you, Buck. I thought for sure, like if it was me, like more power to you, because if that was me, brother, I would have the minute the camera was turned off. Minute that camera turned off, I'd have been shaving that sucker. I'd have just shaved my head, shaved it clean off. Here, let's do this. I got this machine here and that machine there, and I'm just gonna put this here so I don't have to walk around with the goddamn thing. See if you're straight though. I know Buck's not straight. He walks with a little wiggle in his ass, but nothing you can do. I use this stuff locally made called Crust Man Beard Balm, made from aloe, honey, and some other natural stuff. No dry skin, no flaking. Excellent idea. That's it. Actually, it's an idea I was discussing with Dar, and I'm going to talk to my mother-in-law about, because she's very, very good with this kind of stuff. And I'm thinking of actually coming out with a beard balm, like for men's beards, like a beard. I'm going to do a beard oil and a balm, and just slap the Wheel Burner name on it and do a Wheel Burner beard balm, something like that. All natural, no bullshit, no chemicals. Probably use pot, right? Without the THC, right? Just use weed as a base. If I got to do something, I thought you were going to take a piss right there on camera. No. Took care of all that before we turned the camera on. I'm old, man, but I'm still part camel. I can still manage to go, like I'll do a 4-hour live and not have a piss. So unlike most of you, I guarantee you, if I'm live for 4 hours, I can promise you most of you guys have gone and had at least a half a dozen pisses while I'm talking. So if I got to do something, it's full send or nothing at all. I hear you, brother. I even use it when my beard is just to keep the dried skin at bay. That's what that's what I was using the Head and Shoulders for, right? Just so that your skin doesn't dry out. It does a really good job on the beard, and when it's like this, right? When it's full grown and everything, I don't worry about it. And I've got a beard balm as well that one of my daughters gave me, and it's 100% natural as well. But it's a manufactured one. It's like you can get it in the stores and shit like that. Um, but like I said, I'm probably gonna do my own. I'm gonna sit down with my mother-in-law and tell her this is what I want, and this kind of thing like that. Is there anything you can come up with? And once you've got the recipe perfected to the way I want it, then I've got another connection somewhere else, and we can probably get it mass produced, right? Buck Brown, go full send. Buck does go full send. He doesn't do anything half-assed. You know, the guy drove 750 empty miles from his last delivery down to his house, then got out of his house, parked his truck, got into his car, and drove down to Florida to do the Forgotten Angels. So yeah, the guy doesn't do nothing half-assed. I don't walk straight because my legs. I walk like how a normal person walked in mid. Well, I don't walk. I got two normal legs and I still stumble around half the times. The WBE beard oil, yeah, something like that, right? Or beard. I don't want to call it beard oil. People get turned off when they see the word oil, right? So beard balm. Bomb. It's got to be bomb. A beard bomb. Not a bomb like bomb, but balm. Fucked if I know if I'm saying that right. Sorry, not mud. Okay, now it makes sense. You walk like a normal person walking through mud. Well, there's no mud here. If there was, I'd walk through it for you, buddy. I would. I'll take one for the team and walk through it. Jumping. Come on, man. Let's go, boys. I've never seen a diagnostics. Your beard comes in a little gray, but then darkens as it grows in. Mine don't. This is what I'm gonna. Well, you guys saw the beard before I shaved it off, so I get a white beard no matter what now. Yeah, beard, but actually 2-4, it was you that gave me the idea. You were talking about either a friend of yours or a company of yours out in Nova Scotia. And you're the one, I don't know, it was 2 or 3 weeks ago on one of the lives we were talking. So it was you that actually gave me the idea. And then the more I thought about it, it was like, hey, it's not a bad idea, right? Probably about 90% of truck drivers, men, some of the women, have beards, So, it's not a bad deal. Here come the jokes. I knew I was waiting. Wheelburner's creamy facial for truckers. Is that what you want, guard dog? I'll take 2-4 and I'll hook him up with you, and he'll come on down and give you a creamy facial if you really want. If that's what you so desire. Hold on here. Let's just. Actually, hold on a second here. Excuse me. That's mine there, but it's okay if I just go to the passenger door. I got to reach in and grab something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, man. Look at this shop. It's fucking immaculate. Oh, I'm not used to climbing in the passenger door of my truck. Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna. Here, look at the roof for a minute. I cleaned it yesterday. Still got the computer hooked to it. That's never a good sign. And he's still got a computer hooked to it. And here, I'll turn it. See that piece of paper? That's a schematic, right? That's an electronic schematic. I don't think I like the sound of that. I don't think I like the look of that either. If your tech has to pull out a schematic, here, as long as we might as well get something to drink. Thanks, man. Freaking wet day here. No bike today. Yeah, that sucks. We're overcast. We had some sun, but it's come bouncing in and out. My mom can grow a beard faster than me. I would. You're. I don't. You got me on that. I got nothing. Your mom can grow a beard. How about your sister? Oh, hairy women are scary. Hairy women are scary. What's going on there, Humberto? Well, my man, we got some. We got a couple of. We got a electrical issue going on here. So, not 100% sure yet. They haven't hit me with the diagnostic yet. They got it plugged in, and now they've got a diagnostic sheet. Now, I hate it when I see those come out. That means that they're not sure. That means the computer's telling them one thing, and something's telling them another. Whew. Uh-oh, here comes the bad news. What are we looking at?
Got a short engine harness.
A short in the engine harness.
Yep.
The main?
Short to ground for the engine brake.
For the engine brake?
Yep. Well, that's what it's called. It's got a code 35974. With the MCM unplugged, the code goes inactive, which then sends me after pin 91 of the harness, and it's supposed to be resistance is supposed to be greater than 10K.
Yeah.
I only got 0.15K.
Okay.
So I got a short there. Most of that harness, there's a big chunk of that harness that's got to come out to even be able to look through it.
Yeah.
And it's an intermittent issue.
So is this something that it's just worthwhile just to replace the harness?
And that would be my...
Or because you're going to be looking at probably 25 hours worth of fucking
You're
time.
You're going to pull that harness out anyway just to take it apart.
Right.
Half that harness,
Yeah.
So you got half the harness out, you might as well replace the other half of it.
All right.
You might as well take the whole harness out and put a whole new engine harness in.
Do you have one?
I haven't checked that. I was coming to talk, let you know where I was at with it.
Okay. Well, what are we looking at for price, and what are we looking at for?
I'll get you a price on the harness and stuff. We'll go from there.
So this is the main ECU harness?
This is the main engine harness.
Engine harness?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, it does have codes for ESC, which is something to do with the ABS.
Yeah,
okay?
Stability control.
Yep.
Don't worry about that. I don't plan on tipping it over.
Okay. I figured we weren't worried about it. We were worried about keeping it from going down the road.
Yeah, I need it to run. I don't give a shit about the stability control. That light's been on for 6 months. So
I've seen it been on. This is the only code that was on today.
Yeah.
So that's why I went after this code.
Okay. All right.
And it was inactive when I brought it in. Then I shut the key off, unplugged something, checked it for corrosion, plugged it back in, turned everything back on. It was active.
Yeah.
And hadn't gone inactive since then.
Okay.
So I know there's a problem with this, and
well, I knew there was something wrong right the minute it happened.
The troubleshooting, it says repair the wire. but to repair the wire, that's where you get into, is it feasible to repair the wire or replace the engine harness?
Right.
You
Well,
know
like
what
I
mean?
said, the last time I've seen somebody have to do the wire trick, they were 20 hours into it, right? Just trying to track the wire, trace the wire. So,
Well, luckily in this one, you only got a chunk that's only like this long,
yeah,
but in that chunk this long, you can't get the connector out of the MCM, so you got to take the harness that goes to the crank sensor off, that harness out.
yeah,
You got to take the harness that goes up to the fuel pump and up to the cam housing sensor. That's all got to come off, so you can pull this harness up out of the truck
fuck
to
me.
get the 120 pin connector out.
Yeah,
To take the cover off and see if it's from there, because whatever end you start at, it's going to be at the opposite end.
yeah.
I know
The
my
law of averages. Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, well,
I'll get a price on what the harness is and availability.
okay, thank you. So there you heard it. ECU main engine harness. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. I can take a gamble and ask him to trace the wires, but like you heard me say, when you're doing stuff like that, you could be, you could be 20 hours of labor trying to track that one wire down, right? You could be 20 hours of labor at 165, whatever. I didn't even look. I think it's about 170 bucks an hour here, whatever. So 170 bucks an hour. So it could take 1 hour. It could take 20 hours, or you can replace the whole wiring harness. So we'll have to wait and see what this comes in at. Mom was a psych nurse for 40 years, so you're damn right she's scary. You don't spend that long with crazy people and without becoming one. Yeah. Yeah, Big Orange Humberto, yeah, I was working with electronics and it didn't work. Luckily the shop, well, yeah, it's not a holiday down here, right? It's only a holiday in Canada. It's Canada Day right now in Canada. So it's a regular work day for these guys down here. These guys will be closed on Thursday. I'm glad this didn't happen on Thursday. Ask how much. Well, of course, sweetheart, I asked how much. You guys heard the whole conversation, so I'm not here for a good time or a long time. Buck Brown saying, ouch, yeah, man, the main engine harness. Well, there's three engine harnesses on these things, right? There's the ECM harness, there's the ECU harness, and then there's the engine harness. I know the ECU harness is the most expensive one. On the Detroits, I think you're north of about $4,000 for an ECU harness. He's saying it's the engine harness. So I'm just crossing my fingers here. No warranty, John. No warranty. Warranty ran out on this thing 57,000 miles ago. Welcome to Car Wash Wiring, same thing. Yeah. Holy fuck, that's going to be a big bill? Well, we'll find out. Where are you at? I'm down in Watertown, Zach. I'm down in Watertown, New York. I'm at Tracy Rhodes, Freightliner. As you can tell, I've just been like, ugh, all the wind's just been taken right out of my sails here. It's like, And for some reason, I said the wind, and now the wind is picked up too. So I'm just tucked in behind the building, right beside the building. Yeah, please be quiet. Yeah, Johnny, please be quiet. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say fucking nothing at all. How many of you watched that video? Now I'm going to stand here and take a piss, John. Always something. Flip, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. My father, no, not my father, but my grandfather, he said to me, he said, son, if it's got tits or tires, it's going to cost you money. Right? What can you do? I got an 18-wheeler and I got 6 daughters and a wife. That's a lot of tits and a lot of tires. What I might do is if they I'm actually about 125 miles from home. So if this truck can get me back home to Kingston, I might take a chance and do that and get it back up to Kingston. So I'm paying in Canadian dollars and I don't have to pay the exchange or any of the bullshit that goes with it. I might do that. It's a gamble though, because then what do? Like, you take a chance of, I could pull out of here and drive, get up to the border, or maybe even make it across the border. And then what? The truck breaks down, then I got to put it on a hook, right? Well, a tow from here just up to our yard alone, a tow from here to our yard, a couple $1,000 minimum, probably $2,500. So I don't want to put it on a hook. So if they can say to me, yeah, it's going to make it 125 miles, don't worry about it, blah, 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 I might gamble on that. In this case, it's always the tires and cigars, never the tits. That's only one woman's opinion. And here's the other thing, even if they've got it, like even if they've got the harness and whatnot, even if they do have it, and they can, they may not be able to fix it till, in a couple of days. There we go. That's the one thing about the U.S. dealerships, because they're so busy, as opposed to, say, the Canadian dealerships, right? I can go into a U.S. dealership, and I've been told before, we can't touch this for 3-4 days, 5 days, a week, right? 2 weeks. They're so busy. They're booked out for that long. Most of the time when I'm in Canada, I can usually in Canada, I can, I can get it in same day or the next day. Usually within a day and a half, I'm in and out. So had a $4,000 air compressor go out at one of my washes yesterday, and had to pay $600 for a portable. If I couldn't install it, would cost me another $600. Jesus Christ. It's the only opinion that counts. I ain't gonna argue with you. No, not now. I'm standing in New York. I'm standing in New York outside a truck dealership with a Dr. Pepper and a cigar, waiting on a bill. I'm not arguing with you. There's a brand new Freightliner right here. He just pulled in. We should go swipe that one. It's a mid-roof though. They look good in black though, eh? Like when they're brand new, they really look good in black. He's even got a back window on that. That's actually a window. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one with a window before. And he's got the side window, so he's got the same size bunk as I do. He just doesn't have the height. He doesn't have the condo height, like the second bunk up top. So he's got pretty much the same thing as I've got, but he doesn't. He just doesn't have the height. Wish there was somewhere to go for fucking breakfast. I'm so pissed off for the amount of money I'm gonna spend. I might as well drop another $20 and go get fucking breakfast while I'm at it. He was walking back. I thought he was coming over here. It's like, come on, come on. It's like you're rolling the dice. Come on. Hey, what's wrong? Engine harness. That's what they're saying. There's a break in the engine harness having to do with the Jake brake and the exhaust brake. So the engine harness is going to have to be replaced. Hold on. I'll come paint correct and ceramic seal your new truck if you come to Dallas. Dude, if I come to Dallas, I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to. Dude, you can paint your name all over the fucking thing. I don't give a shit. At this point right now, I don't care. Hit the like button, everyone. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Eat some fucking yogurt. Well, I can't get in the truck, right? The truck's in the shop. So, do they have a vending machine there at least? No, there's nothing. Like I said, this is really odd for a place like this. There's no waiting room. There's nothing. No vending machines. No nothing. They got a nice little area where you can go buy oil and all the typical shit. But no, they got seats in there. We should go look at the seats, but I'm not in the mood now. I won't even tell you that I'm still at the same place I was yesterday evening. Well, that sucks too, buddy. The only part of saving grace is at least I got one load done today, so at least there's some money in the bank before we spend it. Well, Umberto, luckily, wiring harnesses, all that kind of shit, are all plug and play, right? They cut all the zip ties off. The thing comes down, they unplug, they take the old one off, they put the new one on, plug, zip tie, and then they run a couple diagnostics, with the computer, so the computer mates up to the new wiring harness, and hopefully that would be the case here, but we'll have to wait and see, man. Have to wait and see. It's hurry up and wait is what it is. Hey, Buck, today is the fly day. The hell are you guys talking about? Today is the big day for Bad Boy Sterling and Red Lady. Today is their day. Well, here comes Mr. Bad News.
We do not have the harness in stock.
You don't have it?
We can have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Harness is $471.
The harness is $471.
Yep. And on an average,
what are you looking at?
It takes 7 to 9 hours to replace the harness.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That SRT for that job is 7.3 hours. That's not counting any loose bolt, any hard bolts, anything.
So I'm $1,000 into it for labor for a $400 fucking.
Yeah, it's $160 an hour, and 9 hours is $1,440. You're looking almost $2,000 to replace the harness.
Out the door for $2,000.
Roughly, yeah.
So Canadian, that's like $2,600.
I don't know.
No, I'm doing the math in my head. So $2,600. I'm Canadian, right? So So $2,600. And you can have it tomorrow?
I
Okay,
got
here's my next question. Is the truck, if I had to go another 150 miles, is that truck going to make it, or because it's already derated, right?
Yes.
Is it?
I can't tell you how far it's going to
Would
make
you?
it.
Okay, if it was your truck, would you gamble and been taking another 126 miles to get it back into Canada or not? That tells me enough. Don't worry about it.
With the code, it's intermittent.
Yeah.
So it might be active for a while, it might go inactive for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up, honestly, if it's cheaper if you do get it done, that's up to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily cheaper, but it's by my house and
right. That's what I mean.
You know,
you ain't got to have a hotel. You ain't got to have this. You know what I mean? That's
well, I wouldn't take a hotel. I mean, if I can't get it till tomorrow, like if you order it today, it'll be here tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
It'll be here tomorrow, probably not till 9:30. Once they get through it all checked in through part,
Yeah.
once they receive it and all that, it'll be 9.
And then you're 9 hours putting it on, so it's not done. What time? So it'll get done tomorrow, though. Like you just don't close at 5 o'clock, do you?
We close at 5 o'clock.
Are you fucking serious? Okay, so now I'm sitting here for till Wednesday. Motherfucker.
I could put it back together. You want to take it back, take it up back home?
Yeah, but I'm already into it for how much in labor now? 2 hours?
I don't know.
An hour and something? $2,740 is not as bad as I thought, Tolga. I was expecting 5,000 or 6,000 here. I was honestly thinking that this was going to be a $5,000 or $6,000 bill.
I got an hour and 37 minutes, and as of right now, with checking on parts and everything, and that's not figured into this here.
Right.
That's on top of all this, because that's the diagnostic time.
Mm-hmm. All right, I have to make a phone call.
All right, I'm going to get notes in. I'm going to punch off it till you decide what you want to do.
Okay, yep.
It'll only take me 10 minutes to throw it back together.
Okay, thanks. So I'm $2,740 and I'm stuck here till tomorrow night. $2,740 and I'm stuck here till tomorrow night. I can take a gamble and limp it home, but he's not guaranteeing me that it'll make it. No, Tyrannus, you're right. I was honestly expecting a $5,000 or $6,000 bill, right? $2,400 or what would we say? $2,740 Canadian. Plus another hour and a half worth of labor here for the diagnostic and shit. So we might as well round that up to say $3,000. And I'm good with that. I'm not happy about it, but I'm good with that considering I thought, okay, fuck me. I'm going to be, I'm going to be fucking $5,000 or $6,000. Ay. After you have deer rate time, you just can't strip the engine even at the border. That's my problem, right? I don't want to. I asked him if he would take a chance, and he said no, right? He wouldn't take a chance. The code goes intermittent, then goes active. He says it's active right now. And then but it may not go intermittent again. It may stay active. It goes active. While it's active, it derates you. And once it derates you, then your time, like I only had to go 35 miles to get here derated. But now I've got like 125, maybe even a little bit more than that. So yeah, that's what I thought, Tolga. That's what I was thinking, Tolga, right? I've been live an hour and a half here, give or take. So you were thinking closer to 10 grand? I was thinking all in, everything like that. I was going to be, not 10. I was thinking 5 or 6. That's still enough. Fix it, don't chance it. Cost that. Well, Ruby, that's the line I'm drawing right now, right? I'm gonna miss a day's work tomorrow, but if I can negate all of that by if I get out of here and the thing shits the bed on the side of the road, and then I got to put it on a tow truck. Do you know how much it costs to tow a truck across the border? Big money. So, and even if I make it across, it still doesn't matter. I still got to get it fixed, so I might as well get it fixed here. If Dar's still in here. Anybody seen her? She's probably in the backyard with a hatchet, ready to chop somebody's head off. Hey, Quinn, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Get Dar a chicken and go ahead with the repair. That's what I'm thinking. Might as well, eh? It's gonna fuck me. I picked the one dealership in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, there's nothing here. Like, you can't even go to the store and like buy a pack of gum for for fuck's sakes. Shit, if the last shop is pulling off the wrong tank, I would use the one that looks clean and complimented a few times. No, you're absolutely right. The Cornhole Boards winner, Quinn Taylor, is here. And yeah, might we say, Kumail, that Quinn graciously donated those to Forgotten Angels. So, and they were very grateful for them. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I meant to tell you that, guys, this. The link came down for that on Saturday. And I think the grand total, like when we ended on Saturday, it was 12,200, and I think we're at it all told ended. It was 12,370. So a couple more came in during the week. So $12,370 is what the grand total was for the charity drive. I talked to David about it. He sent it to me, and then I sent it to Buck and showed it to Buck. So I don't know if he announced it. You'll be stuck at home waiting either way. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I saw the celebration for 4th of July in the States, by the way. Are shops open out there, or are they going to be closed for the 4th? No, everything will be closed for the 4th here. The only thing that's open for the 4th here would be the plant that I'm delivering to. They're open 24 hours, 7 days a week, except for Christmas Day. That's the plant run. So I would actually be working on the 4th, just like I'm working right now. $12,370. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, Kumail, that is fucking awesome. That's fucking. You guys got a lot to be proud of, man. You guys really got a lot to be proud of. You guys really pulled it out of your ass, and we did a great job. So I'm so proud. I'm so proud, not of the channel, but of what you guys all did, man. Absolutely fucking thrilled with that. So. Michael, hey Brian, how you doing? What's going on up in Canada? Well, nothing's in Canada. I'm not in Canada. I'm in New York, and I'm at the shop, and the truck's broke down, and I just got the grand total of repair, and so we're just trying to decide whether to get it done here or just light the truck on fire with some cotton balls and walk away. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a holiday in the States, right? Canada Day today is just for Canada, so they're all working down here. Lucky for me. Lucky for me. Today's actually, yeah. And the 4th is what, Thursday? Yeah. I wasn't going to announce anything ahead of your announcement. Well, you know what, Buck? Thanks. I actually forgot about it. I got squirrel, something else distracted me, and that was that. So I appreciate that. I have a day extra off this week because of July 4th. My appointment was supposed to be first morning, 5 a.m., but it changed to Friday morning. There you go. There you go. I have to make a call. I'll be right back. I'll be back in a few. All right. Well, this fucker's out. I should actually just go tell them to order the fucking part and get it done. Why am I procrastinating? Tomorrow is your delivery. Well, I got one delivery done today. I just had to replace the wiring harness on my outboards. Tiller handle controls cost you $900. Dude, if it's an electrical issue, it's expensive. These goddamn computers on these trucks You guys have heard me say this 1,000 times, man, but it's so true, right? You spend 275,000, 300,000 on a truck, or actually you spend it on the computer. They throw the truck in for free, right? The truck is nothing. You're paying for the computer. So actually, let's just leave the cigar right here. Leave this right here. Let's go. Let's just go in and tell them to fucking order it and do it. And engine harness, Michael. Blew the engine harness on it. Or didn't blow it, but fucked it, pooched it, screwed it, burnt it, blew it up. I don't have a clue. Do it.
I'll get the parts ordered. When the parts get here, you know, I can start in the morning. If I got the truck up here at 7 o'clock, I could probably start taking the harness out of it while we're waiting for the harness to show up.
Yeah, that's fine. I need it out so I can sleep in it tonight.
Yeah.
Right, but you tell me what time you want it back at that bay door, and
I'm here at I'm here about 10 to 7.
Yeah.
So if you got it back up in here at 7 o'clock, you know, 5 minutes to 7, that way I can bring it in.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
As long as it ain't real hot.
I gotta ask, like, do you guys have like a waiting room?
Right upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yes, right up these stairs.
Okay, because if I'm gonna be sitting around here for 9 hours tomorrow, I'm gonna need something to do.
Yeah, there's a TV and stuff up there.
Okay. Any strip joints?
No.
Yeah, they got rid of that upstairs, sorry.
They got rid of the strippers upstairs?
Yeah.
No, I can see that.
Nasty shower,
Yeah. Got tired of cleaning the pole. Yeah.
Cleaning guy was kind of sick with it.
Okay, I'll
I'll get that together here in a few minutes.
yeah, no worries. It's not like I got anywhere to run away to, right?
Here's some. You want to order that harness? Go get it.
I need a new seat too. Might as well while I'm here, right?
So take that number.
Did everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that in the morning.
Good, better. Which one is this?
Part that be ordered.
It's not a bad looking seat. Not a bad looking seat.
Put it
I
into
got his phone number and name and stuff.
Lee Cross.
Right here on the radio feed.
No, because it's not on.
Which one is this?
I lost all that.
Heritage, the Heritage S.
Plug in the,
Heritage S. Well, that's the top of the line.
Probably try tanking cigarettes.
No, it's not.
Try tanking cigarettes.
I hate that they don't put price tags on anything. You ever notice that? They don't ever put price tags on nothing.
that is that's what it comes up underneath for bill too?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, bill it to make sure, yeah, don't put KVD on it. Make sure it's on
It was
that.
defaulted that way, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I've been here before. That's probably why it was in your system already.
Yep,
Yeah,
Because
so
it's
that's,
Canadian account.
yeah, that's fine.
perfect, okay.
No, I'm gonna be paying, because I'm Canadian, I'll be paying with Monopoly money. You guys good with that?
He's doing monopoly service, so
Hey, yeah,
as long as you're fine with that.
there you go, brother. There you go.
All right,
Yeah.
there's that. While we're waiting for parts, I'm gonna go throw it back together. It'll only take me a few minutes. Back it out. He'll have it to sleep in tonight outside the gate. Obviously, you gotta be outside the gate.
That's fine. Yeah.
Just letting you know. I don't want you to get locked in here and then,
It's happened.
yeah.
Don't lock me up. I don't do well. It's been done and proven. All right.
I'll get it together. here.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Why is it that you go, I appreciate it, guys, thank you, when they're taking your money? It's like, oh yeah, guys, no problem. Thanks for taking $3,000 of my money. I don't know the comments. Seems like a good piece of advice would be Pre-purchase the parts like this one and keep them in stock in your truck if possible. You know what, dog? It's not a bad piece of advice. On a wiring harness, I'm not 100% sure because, well, actually, the wiring harness is only $470. So you're right on that one, right? On the engine wiring harness, because I have in my truck, I've actually done some of that. I've got every hose that goes on that truck. I've got an extra backup and belts in the truck, right? So for that kind of thing, I don't ever have to worry about belts, hoses, or anything like that. So that's good advice. A wiring harness, yeah. You know, you think about it though. You know, you don't need it for the first 5 years or first 3 years while you got warranty or extended warranty. So you probably wouldn't have to worry about that. But it is something that you pass on to new drivers, especially new owner operators, right? Throw down some cash, get yourself all your extra hoses, clamps, fucking clamps, right? Get it. Like I've got a box just full of fucking clamps for all those hoses. I've got clamps for each of the hoses, and I've got a backup clamp for most of the hoses, because you're always going to be putting a clamp on, and ba-doing, it's going to go. So good advice. Good advice. I would agree with that 100%. New drivers should learn that stuff. I agree, Johnny. That's why he asked if Dar had left the chat. Yeah, come on, dude. I'm not fucking stupid. The Freightliner I was driving had issues with the transmission. It kept changing gears. I took the code reader and reset it, and that took care of the problem. Well, you know what, Michael? I kicked myself in the ass. This is one of those. I had the chance to buy it ages ago. I can go buy one now too if I want, but now it's almost not really worth it to me because I haven't decided. I haven't decided whether we're going to keep the truck the end of this year anyway. So do I, I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for the time that I might own this truck? And I was going to say I may not end up with another Freightliner, but if I buy another truck like this, probably will be another Freightliner. Haha, no strip joints. Well, look where I'm at. Like there's nothing here, dude. Nothing. Like there's no town. The town of Watertown is actually like way the fuck over there, like 10 miles. It's not like I could just jump into a car or jump into or get a taxi. You will be on the road tomorrow. That's good. I did have the problem in my truck. I was scared, like going out for weeks. It was only 2 days. Yeah. I'm actually, like I said, man, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a bad deal, right? This place ain't a bad deal. If you can get your truck in the US, if you can get your truck in and out in 2 days, I'm kind of good with this. These guys are working with me. They're like I said, the shop is immaculate. You could eat off the goddamn floors. It's actually really, 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 really good place. I would actually highly endorse this place. But I'm not. They want to knock $1,500 off the bill. I'll do a complete video on this place. Online it shows $999 US on Amazon for the seat. I can do better than that in Canada. What's going on, Patrick? A true Canadian thanks the American for taking his money. No shit, eh, Quinn? Oh, thank you. It's almost like an Oriental guy. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh yeah, take my money. Thank you. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Belts, hoses, pulleys should always be in the boot box. I got them, bro. I don't have an engine harness, and I don't have, obviously, like I said, the ECU is the expensive one. So I don't have, those on backup, but I got all the hoses. Claps is very important to have, even new trucks. Clamps. Go like you expecting. Yeah, well, clamps, hoses, belts, pulleys. I don't have both pulleys. I've only got the one pulley from the water that goes on the water pump. What else have I got in there? I've got like an extra fuses for everything in the fuse box. What else? What else? Electrical connectors. If you have to cut a wire or if a wire breaks, I can patch it if I have to. So I've got enough wire and connecting pieces. So that's pretty much, all I've got. Oh, my ride is here. Thank you, kind sir.
There you go.
Hey, does he want me to come in and settle up the bill for this, or can I just take care of it all tomorrow?
We can take care of it all in the morning.
All right, man.
I got your number if you take off.
I probably won't make it out fucking 5 miles on the highway. You'll be coming out to pick me up anyway.
The another code come on for the engine brake.
Yeah.
Low.
Yeah.
Which is the same circuit we're playing with.
Okay.
So
don't tell me you're replacing another fucking harness. I'll just light the fucking thing on fire right now.
Same wire.
Is it?
But that's the issue.
All right. So I made the right call to stay here with it then.
It's like I said, it had an intermittent problem, and I think it's shorted in the harness room just doing this.
Yeah.
The wire's rubbing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Last time I was gotten rubbing like that, fucking I short circuited too. So. Okay, I'll see you at 7.
All right, we'll see you in the morning.
Thanks, man. Oh. You know what they say, rubbing is racing. Oh, excuse me. Clamps are very important to have even in new trucks. Go like yeah. By the way, Quinn, I will be picking up those boards from Mr. B's and deliver them to Forgotten Angels in October. Oh yeah, Buck, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. David was cool with that, eh? He's in no hurry for them. You can bring them down in October. He's good with that. See how much shit I forget, Buck? Like, unless you stay on top of like things like that, you're supposed to buy one of the scanners, and yes, it's worth, even for new trucks. It always helps. It was, you know what? I'll be honest with you. On that one there, I dropped the ball. What's the main one? There's a couple of different scanners out there, but there's the one that everybody's got. What's it called? It's called the OTR or something. We were looking at it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I assume you're a female, Camille? Woo! I'm sorry for assuming your gender. No, Camille is a man. Go look on my community page. We sent him a whole bunch of merch, a hat, a shirt, and some shit. He's on with the wheel burner shirt. Good looking dude over there in Pakistan where he's flagging that wheel burner merch. Appreciate that. Cheap Freight Hauler, what's going on? I'm in New York State. I just pulled the truck out of the shop. She needs a new engine harness. They can't get it till tomorrow. So I'm stuck here till tomorrow, till at least tomorrow night. Engine harness is an engine harness. You know, it's nothing you can do about it. Fucking truck's not going to run without it. You know, it's one of those things that kind of got you over the barrel, right? Truck won't run without it. You got to have it. Pat saying hi to Tolga. Tolga saying hi to Pat. Buck getting his dues for talking smock. But yeah, that's what it is, Buck. That's what it is. I started bad mouthing you guys in your Peterbilts. It's karma. It's karma. What can I say? I've owned a Peterbilt, so I like them. Matter of fact, I'll be honest with you, I love them. I don't like the price of them, and I don't like how much it costs them to fix them. That's the only problem with them. Guys, I'm going to find my wire to connect to my drone and headset and go live on the drone. All be safe. IH Guy will come later to have the coffee before I leave. There you go. You're best off with a Freightliner. So, well, Michael, so far, that's been proven correct. Like I said way earlier in the live, I've had this truck for 3.5 years, and I've done nothing to it. Like a couple of knock sensors, a water pump, and a def pump. Really, like this thing has not cost me jack shit. You know, the Volvo almost ran me bankrupt. The Peterbilt almost ran me into the dirt. The Kenworth almost ran me crazy. But hey, I'm sitting on my step deck having the Tim Hortons. Yeah, I wish I tell you what, Humberto, get your drone. I'll send you the money. Have your drone bring me down I want a 10-pack of Timbits. I want all birthday cake Timbits, and I want an extra large double. Oh, guard dog, I've already gotten way ahead of you on that. I haven't gone in and talked to them yet, but at some point, because I've been showing their shop and been saying their name in this live, I'm going to go in and what you do is you very quietly go in and go, hey, listen, I've got a YouTube channel and this is what I've been doing. And I've been out while the truck's getting in. I've been live and everything. And I've been mentioning your name and talking about your dealership. You guys don't mind, do you? And they're all going to go, oh, no, absolutely not. And then they're all going to go check out the channel and see what the hell we're talking about, right? And then, you know, that's when I make my pitch. I've done it before. I did it with the shop in Detroit or in Michigan. I did it with them. So actually, we'll go do it now. You guys want to come along while I do that? Fortunately, it didn't go to worst case scenario. Yeah. Sounds like I'm running a roadside service. Well, you know what? It's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them, right? Holler, you know what I'm talking about. I'd rather have it sitting in my box and never fucking need it. It's, you know, okay, so what? There's a couple $100 for the hose, more than a couple $100, but there's hoses and clamps and belts and pulleys and shit. You know, you put this thing on the side of the road and you have to have a road call come out for something like that. Fuck that. One road call would pay for all the shit in that box. So I'd rather have it and not need it. It's a good sound investment in my eyes. Now it's time to restock your... Where am I going to get that, dude? Where the fuck am I going to get a restock supply of Dr. Pepper? There's a fucking cornfield there and a cornfield there and a forest over there. There's nowhere around. Also, the one I was going to sell you is very good on your truck, Detroit Cummins. I don't remember which one. You can see my video on YouTube. I can send it to you. Humberto, I remember that vaguely. You were saying that you were going to sell, that you were selling it. Are you still selling it? If you're still selling it, call me later. Considering the truck was up on the ice roads, I think it's doing pretty well. Yeah, actually, I came off the ice roads and I had to replace 2 shocks on the back, 2 shocks in the front. It needed a 3-axle alignment. That was it. OTR Performance is a $600 a year subscription. I got one because I was dumb and got me a 2018 Kenworth T680 PACCAR MX-13 that I'm working on my free time. No need to get bored. Yeah, great pitch. I'm actually going to go in and do it. I got to run. We'll catch up later in the updates. Good luck. Hey, no worries. So you show us your sales skills. All right. Not just another pretty face, you know. Now is not the time you ask them to knock some off the bill. Now is the time this is the setup. You go in and tell them who you are and what you're doing and set it up. Get their permission. like I said, they're going to go, oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, fucking great, whatever. And then I guarantee you, before I'm out the door, all 10 guys sitting around there, they're going to be on their fucking phones looking this channel up. Let's go do that. Dum 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 dum. It's just a fucking wiring harness, man. Don't worry about it. Throw it on. Me. Okay, we're good. Okay, all of you guys shut up, okay? Don't say a fucking word. Guard dog, be quiet. Is the, who's the manager?
John, he's not with us today though.
He's not with you?
Yeah, he'll Wednesdays come back.
Who would be the next in charge,
You still working up here?
if there is one? I need permission for something.
Okay.
All right, it's got to be from somebody that can say yes or no. It's nothing serious.
Yeah.
It's not like,
Alright. Yeah, I'll come by here.
Shannon. Yeah, it would be next in line for John is here to give him sort of also go up. What kind of question you got for him?
oh, it's nothing serious. I have a YouTube channel, right? And I've been broadcasting live. I've been doing a live broadcast the whole time I've been here. Now, I've shown your name and the shop and everything like that. I just want to make sure it's cool with your whoever that, you know, I'm not impeding anybody's rights, but I'm just making sure that, you know, you guys, your name has been mentioned in the live. We're actually live right now. I just want to I don't want to be stepping on nobody's toes. You all good with that?
Perfect.
Yeah?
The way media and stuff is today, we never would have known he didn't tell us.
Oh, well, it's usually the one that does, you know, you walk away thinking everything's cool and I get a phone call or I get an email going, I need you to take this down or something like that, so.
Here's what it is, my friend.
All right, it is what it is. I like that. Thank you.
Life's too short to worry about trivial shit.
Trivial shit. Trivial shit. Here, knock $1,500 off the bill. That's trivial shit. Yeah, I heard that laugh. Trivial shit. God, some people's idea of trivial shit. Hey Siri, play Ice Ice Baby. I don't think so. I don't think so. You won't find that on my playlist. Oh. Good morning, Dewana. Hey, Dewana, if you see Hot Mess over in Ernie's chat, tell her truck broke down. And I'm sending her the bill. And I'm stuck in New York. So she needs to come up to New York, pick me up and take me out for dinner tonight, and then pay the bill on this tomorrow when it gets fixed. Now that didn't quite go as well as I thought it was going to go, because usually somebody will go, hey, what's the name of your channel? But nobody did. Funny enough, like they really don't. They don't give a fuck. Zero fucks given in that place. Chat, just remember hashtag chickens for Dar. Nobody needs to go look at that link. Nobody needs to go look at it. There's nothing over there. Okay, I'll go check and see. Yeah, just make sure that she knows. The bill's about $3,000. I take cash, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal, sexual favors. I got it all covered. Son of a bitch. And you know what? I was actually sitting there going, I should put my TV back in here. I don't even have a fucking TV to watch. I got a shit ton of movies on my iPad, so I'm okay there. Buck, how are you, honey? Yeah, Buck, how are you, honey? Duana, I'm actually sitting in the mountains of North Carolina. You should go down there and see Mr. B's. You should go hang out with Mr. B's. I'm actually really looking forward to when you pick those boards up for you two meeting. I hope, Buck, I hope that you guys, you record that, or at least you go live, maybe do a quick live while you're there. That would be the shit. That link sends you to Guard Dog's OnlyFans page. Nope. No, thank you. You can tell I've been hitting the Dr. Pepper hard when I got both my cup holders got empty cans of pop in them. Tolga, people would go blind. Yeah, I'm already getting sick thinking about it. Don't get me wrong, Johnny's not a bad looking dude, but I don't need to see him doing shit that those other people do. Hot mess isn't over there? Okay, well, if you run into her in the next day or so, I'm going to be stuck here till at least tomorrow afternoon, so if you run into her in the next day or so, let her know. You'll see some gorgeous pics, though. Hint. Oh, God. That's disgusting. After seeing Sterling's feet, like that was too much to see. That was too much to process. Again, stomach was not doing well on that. See, like, I can't even talk. I'm getting choked up and gagging on it. That sucks. Oh, hold on. I forgot this too. You guys take your vitamins? Hey, you take your vitamins? Everybody take your vitamin. One a day. Promotes good health. I don't know if it does any good or not. I've been taking them for years. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. I don't go to the doctor very often. Okie dokie, okie dokie. What's up with your truck now, Brian? Engine harness. The engine harness shit the bed on it, so need a new engine harness. They don't have it in stock, but they'll have it tomorrow. So no, dog, I don't. Do I have a laptop with me? Who are you talking to here? I got an iPhone and an iPad. That's it. And a Rand McNally GPS. Fucking, what am I going to do with a fucking laptop? You know that Sterling is going to kill me in his basement and going to throw my dead body into the desert because of the same reason. Because it's not even belongs to Sterling. I mean, how can it? And also, Sterling loves you, Tolga. Nothing will happen to you. We won't, you know what? You know why nothing will happen to you? Because Shannon Thomas is there right now as well. So nothing's going to happen. She's not going to let Sterling kill the man of her future husband. That's not going to happen. Going to be a long day for you sitting there. Yeah, dude, it's only 10:30 in the morning here. It's like, God damn. Nine-hour job, though. You also need eye windows. What the hell what is eye window? Tolga, don't confuse me. What is eye windows? Is that for like an iPad? Let's go see what eye windows are. Oh, they have free Wi-Fi here. Let's jump on their Wi-Fi. Let's burn off some of their Wi-Fi. Yeah, he's going to be bored from boredom. Oh, dude, I'm already there. I'm already there. So what am I looking for here, Tolga? iWindows. If you had a Windows or an Android, I could show you steps to sideload apps so you can watch whatever TV channel you want as long as you have Wi-Fi. That would be nice to have. Oh, there it is. Popped right up. iWindows. That doesn't fucking... iWindows doesn't give me nothing. iWindows takes me to Microsoft Word. Microsoft OneDrive, Microsoft Desktop, Microsoft 365 Office, Microsoft. Thanks. You got me all hot and horny for nothing. I'm on the opposite side of North Carolina from Mr. B's today. North Carolina's not that big. Just pop over and say hi. I found that pic in Google Pics. I typed ugly man foot, and the person who owns that foot was asking, how can I fix this thing? In a forum page. I mean, hopeless situation. Yeah, that's nasty. Laptop equals bigger screen to watch. A lot more upgrades over time, faster work productions, and list goes on. Just about everything I need to do, I can do on the iPad. And of course, I've got at home, I've got a Mac, right? So we're an Apple household. Everything's integrated. Everything we've got is integrated for Apple right now. So, although this phone is really giving me problems, so it hasn't been decided yet whether I'm going to switch over to the Samsung or whether I'm going to go with the new 15. I'm on the fence with that. But I don't bring a laptop with me. Everything that I need to do, I can do on the iPad with the programs that I've got for business on the iPad. And then when I get home, it just transfers boop automatically over into the laptop, and we run the business off the laptop. There's really not a lot, really not a lot other than that to it. You can download rapid streams to watch every channel in the world. I use it myself. Rapid streams. You can download rapid stream. Is it an Apple? Like, can I go on the Apple store and download that, Camille? Google Pixel Pro, bang for buck. Is that the new, well, Google. I've never had a Google phone. So I don't know if I want to do that. That's the other reason. I know that the Samsung Galaxies are better than the iPhones. My problem is that I've had an iPhone since iPhone 1, right? And that's all I've had. So for the last however long, say 15 years that iPhones have been out, all I've had is iPhones. So I know them, right? I can go get an iPhone 15 right now, pull the SIM card out of this, put it in that one there, plug the fucking thing in and charge it, and I can use it. I might have to do a couple things to it, but other than that, I can use it, find my way around it. A Samsung, I'm going to have to learn a whole new, or same with the Google Pixel, I'm going to have to learn a whole new operating system. And dude, that just does not go well with me. Learning new shit like that just doesn't go well with me. It's just easier for me to stick with the Apple. Although I'm getting more and more frustrated and disappointed because I used to get at least 2 years, 2.5, 3 years sometimes out of an iPhone. Now, like this one's a 13. This one's a 13 Pro, and I don't think I got 2 years out of it, and it's glitching and problematic. And now I did the last update on it, and that's when all my problems started. Dar, on the other hand, did not update hers, and hers is fine. She's got the same phone. She doesn't have the Pro, like the big one, but she's got the same phone, and she's not had any issues with hers. Yet I have problems with mine. Turkish education system is going crazy. I received an ad message from a college named Matrix Education Center. Do they do training some hackers or something out there? Most of the hackers these days don't need any training. They come out of the womb. The kids these days come out born. They're born. They already know how. By the time they're 2 years old, they already know how to use a goddamn computer. Half price than Samsung. Oh, the Google is half price of Samsung. What do you think Android uses Google Play? Okay, you see, I don't know, Victor. I don't know any of this. I really don't know. I will send Dara an email on the subject. Yeah, don't send it to me. Don't send it to me. You might as well send me the fucking Chinese alphabet. I wouldn't have a clue what the hell I'm looking at. I got an iPhone 11. I still don't know how to use it. Well, I've got, like I said, I got a 13 here. And this 13, I probably use about 15% of the operations on it, right? The other 85%, I don't need, or I don't know how to use it, or there's just way too much. Yeah, every single... Ever since the 17.5.8 update, that's what I think that was the last one I did. All right, whatever the last one was, Dewana, it was like 3 weeks ago or a month ago, and as soon as I did that, it was a pain in the ass. It started, my screen started switching, or I'd just be sitting here, and all of a sudden the phone would just open and flip up to to Google, or to fucking whatever, a random game or something that's on my phone. I use Rapid Streams, Rapid Fire, and others to watch anything I want. Wheelburner Express. I found an emulator which allows Android to run on your Apple product to sideload apps. Well, send that to Dar. Send that to Dar. I have a iPhone 12 Pro. Then yours is probably not a whole... I think the only difference between yours and mine, Dewana, is my camera might be a little bit better than yours. Other than that, they're probably just about the same. Or anything that they'd be different, any difference in them, you and I would not know what the difference is. It's something to do with the operating system or something stupid like that. You will see the kids in the games as well, and almost all of them speaking English perfectly. When I was a kid, I was knowing just basic stuff and couldn't speak English normally. Pretty weird era. No shit. I will email your secretary. Don't even think about calling her a secretary. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? And whatever you say, whatever you do, John, don't send her an email and said Brian said to send his secretary. I might as well not even go home. Well, let's take the truck down and park it down the other end down there. Not like I'm going to get locked in here, but I avoid them updates. Had bad... You know what? 2.4? Most of the time, I do them. Right? Honestly, most of the time, I do them. This is the first one I've had, because I've had them do an update, and then there was something wrong with the update, and then a week later another update came where they corrected the bug fixes in that update. What can you do, right? All right, let's go down. I'm just gonna coast down. I don't want to trip my e-log. My e-log will keep me off duty as long as I don't go over 5 miles an hour. As soon as I go over 5 miles an hour, the e-log will trip onto driving. It's not like I'm gonna have to worry about it, right? Even if it trips into driving, I go back to off duty. It's not like I'm not in the middle of doing a reset. I guess if I had my Coleman stove and shit with me, I usually would have like the grill and like a burner, Nice cornfield here. I gotta. Well, I was gonna say I gotta have corn on the cob for dinner. That'd be pretty funny, eh? Guy with no teeth trying to eat corn on the cob. Yeah, you're out of your mind. Yeah, and I know it. Takes one to know one, dog. The good thing is, at least I'll get the truck spun around. I'll back up to the trailer. I won't hook onto it. And the sun will be, for the most part, the rest of the day, the sun will be behind me. So I don't want to have to run the truck, and I don't want to have to run the APU for air conditioning. So we get up there for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I think I should be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed by then. Probably cow corn. It may well be. Dude, I don't know how to tell the difference. I am not a farmer. I wouldn't have a clue to tell you. You could put different corns in front of me and I wouldn't know which one is which. I'm stalling about going back down the escalator right now. I have free play available waiting on me. Go get it done, boy. You just don't know. Pashto is my mother tongue. Second is Urdu. Third is Punjabi. Okay. I got to shut this down, guys. I got to give Dara a call. She hasn't been listening, so she doesn't know. So I'm going to end this. Don't be surprised if I pop up live a couple more times today, tonight, tomorrow, whatever. I'll be around. I got nowhere to go fast, so I'll shut it down now. I got to go, like I said, I got to give Dara a call. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you. We'll probably see you in a few hours. Later, boys.